And we talked about this a little earlier, that we had somebody special in our green room. And who would that be, Max?
Is he still out there?
Maybe.
Who was it in our green room? Was it Christopher Serrone?
No.
No, couldn't be.
Couldn't be.
No.
No.
Maybe it is.
Oh,
There he is.
Yes!
In the flesh.
In the flesh.
thankfully.
All grown up.
Yes.
And yes, we need to talk about that.
We will.
So remind me to talk about that.
But I was noticing in our last few shows that we always start off the show with an experience, but we never do that in the second half. Why is that? Maybe because we just...
I don't know. We talk too much.
Maybe that could be it. So maybe do you think we should start sharing another experience with the second guest?
Right? I think we should.
I wouldn't mind. I love experiences.
Do you?
You know, that's what we hear about you. Some of them not so good.
Yeah.
Well, it happens. It's a numbers game.
Okay. Well, we'll get into maybe an experience that you've had soon, but we'll start off with Max. You want to share an experience? Another one? Do you have another one in you?
Yes. I do. Why do I? Because I'm just so experience-filled. Because I live my life in the moment. And
Absolutely.
that's why, I try to fill it with all sorts of fun experiences all the time. And like everybody knows, or most of you know, new listeners, I am Max Wassa, and I am the hare. And this is the turtle, or actually it's the tortoise and the hare.
Turtle.
Now, what's the difference, really? Is there a difference between tortoises and turtles?
It's the same lineage, same family, I want to say, except one's more aquatic than the other.
Isn't?
Right, the tortoise is the one that's in the water
Yeah.
and all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But turtles still go in the
There's
water.
but they're more,
They're more land lovers.
Right.
Where tortoises are just more
or other way around, maybe.
aquatic.
Yeah.
It could be. I'm not a scientist. Or
Neither am
anything
I.
like that.
Not nowhere near it. That's why I act.
Okay.
Yeah. So, now I've lost my
You're
train
going to
of
share your
thought.
experience.
Yeah, my experience is, because I have a lot of bands that I work with in the music industry, as well as other artists in film. But I have an artist that's out on the road right now, Michael Grant, and Michael Grant and the Assassins, and he's out with LA Guns.
Oh, okay.
And there's two versions of LA Guns, if you're familiar.
Okay.
And I'm speaking with Chris over here on the couch. So
Yes.
if we haven't introduced Mr. Chris Serrone from Goodfellas.
Hello.
And many other things.
Yeah.
So we're not just limiting him to Goodfellas, because that's not who he is.
No, he's an actor.
He's an actor, and a fine actor.
Thank you.
And yeah, so Michael Grant out on the road with LA Guns, and he's in Niagara Falls, and on the 1st, he sent me a picture from Niagara Falls, and it touched me because it was my mother's birthday, and my mother just passed away in February. So it kind of set off a few things for me, because my mom and dad had their honeymoon there. And yeah, so it just like brought that all into
Those memories.
in that old memories. And do you have that? You have
Oh yeah.
those?
Oh sure. Especially with when it comes to like for me, my dad just passed a few years ago, and so I can relate. And but yeah, for me, any beginning of a baseball game makes me think of my dad, or hearing take me out to the ball game for me makes me think of my dad, but in good ways. It's funny, happy memories, and such. So I actually embrace them now when I hear those songs. In the beginning, it was a little rough. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Couldn't watch.
A little misty.
I couldn't watch SportsCenter like I used to. But now it's all different. Now it's more of remembering the better times and such. He was a great guy, to say the least. But yeah. I've actually been to Niagara Falls, the New York side.
Right.
Haven't made over to the Canadian side. I think the New York side is the one that's developed, though.
The Canadian side.
It was high school, and there was a little underage drinking involved. I don't remember everything.
Man.
But,
Was
you know.
that
That's
the
a
spot to go
dangerous
to?
place to drink.
Yeah, it is, because you can fall in.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Yeah, I had a friend in high school. His name was Steve Trotter, and he got famous for going over the falls in a barrel and surviving.
Oh, really?
But eventually he did it, and it didn't work out so
Oh, so he attempted it again.
Yeah, I think he did it 3 or 4 times, and one of those times didn't work out.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, he was a great stuntman and a great guy. Did a lot of stuff for charity, like our previous guest, Mandy Lyon, who does so much for charity. And we also want to just thank Mandy again for being on the show.
And for letting us play all of his music. All the music that you're hearing in this show is all his courtesy of him. So
Yeah.
very cool. Let me share an experience, and
Please
that
do.
is, I've been doing my lifestyle change. Part of it is it's a two-parter. There's the winter, exercise regime that I do, and then there's the summer regime. In LA, luckily, summer came quick. So part of the summer regime is just swimming. Instead of running, I swim just because I have really bad feet. And when I run, my feet get even worse. So I try not to run as much, but I have to because I have to do some sort of cardio.
Sure.
So
How about walking?
It's the same thing because
Same idea, yeah.
same idea because my feet are that bad. Like,
I can relate, buddy.
do you have bad feet?
Yeah. I can't tell if it's yours or mine.
But tell me, tell me about your feet. Is it a hygiene thing or is it like bone structure thing?
Well, I don't think it's a hygiene issue, but yeah, if I go for a small hike, man, it's pretty gnarly. Scent wise, which I don't know why. But
Did we really need to know?
I don't know.
all this
I
stuff?
just I feel
'Cause,
comfortable with you guys.
Well,
I have
we're
a
happy
feeling-
that you do feel
Yeah,
comfortable, but maybe
the whole
a little information.
Wrong couch. I'm sorry. Wrong couch. That's right. No, then it's all structural. Absolutely, all structural.
Right.
I have a perfect pointer's toe or pointer's point, whatever that is, without trying.
You're lucky.
That's interesting.
My feet are completely wrecked. I have horrible arch support. I just got some arches, but I was in the Marines for like 5 years.
Oh, well, thank you for your service, buddy.
Thank you. And part of one of the units that I was with, we would go on these 30-mile death marches with like 100
Full
pounds.
pack, yeah.
Yeah, full pack. And I'm not blaming them, but that was part of the reason why my feet are so bad.
Sure.
And my bones, I actually have a bone that's like not protruding out, but it broke. And
wow.
so when I'm walking, it's just really tough. But I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. I'm working on trying to rally all the troops and creating a military podcast for the veterans. Because I think that, with me, on the helm, I can really do some rebel rousing.
Yeah. Sure.
And I can really rally us all together. And we can get some support, whether it's for the feet or for dental or medical. So look for that. I'm still in the process of trying to find a good VA or a good veterans of VFW. Or, I'm still in the process of looking for that one military outlet that I want to help, or that I just want to overthrow.
Right, yeah, sure.
and bring in my own stuff. But going back to it, so now I'm swimming because that doesn't hurt my feet at all. And I'm still having trouble with jumping in the pool. I'm one of those people that it'll take me 30 minutes to actually finally get into a pool. And jumping in, it's just, if I jump in, it's that Clark Griswold vacation thing where you jump in and I just come out and I'm just like, cold.
Right.
And I know it takes like 10 minutes just to
adjust there, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? As a suggestion, being a former swimmer and growing up in Fort Lauderdale and doing early morning meets and such, if you get in the shower, because there's always a shower or a hose by the pool, which will be basically the same temperature. It'll be a little bit warmer. Start with that first. Start at your toes, and then work your way up, and then it won't be such a shock to your system.
Okay. The thing is I've tried that before, and it just when it gets to my nipples, it's just like it's so
all
cold.
about
It's
your
like,
nipples.
oh
See,
my
he
God.
just. Let me tell you something about Turtle. He just wants to talk about his nipples all the time.
Well, we could talk about it. I don't mind. Are they good nipples, or are they talk worthy, or
They're starting to be talk worthy. I'm still working at it because
They're going to have their own shows.
I was gonna say, is that what's coming up after this show? Is
Is nipple talk
turtle
with
nips
Turtle.
or something?
turtle nips. I like that. Maybe. Well, here's the thing. I'm starting to feel comfortable in wearing muscle shirts. You know.
So we'll be seeing more of your nipples, is what you're saying.
I think so. I was gonna wear.
Can guys do
today.
side boob?
I think they can.
Well, I think in your case we should.
Really?
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Are you a big fan of swimming
go with
and
no.
like watching swimmers?
Sure.
Dude, men's swimmers have like some of the most gorgeous bodies like in the world.
Yes.
And their nips are and they're like gorgeous.
Sure.
Gorgeous, you know.
Look at Mount Phelps.
Right, and
Yeah.
right, or Ryan Lochte, really great bodies, and so I'm trying to develop a body kind of like that. I think that would be cool. It'd be hilarious.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah.
Because I used to be 40 pounds overweight, and
Oh, wow.
and I just within 10 months.
Lost all that.
Lost all of that.
Wow,
So
and
you
kept
see
it
that.
off
Yeah.
on top of that, which is big too.
Yeah, yeah.
It is. It's huge. You know, on an upcoming show, we have Drake Bell, who I don't know if you're aware, but he is on this brand new show called Splash, and it's a diving competition for celebrities.
Oh wow, really?
And yeah,
That sounds
it's
like a great idea.
I don't
Well,
think it
first off-
does.
well, wait a minute. You got
Well, I mean,
We dive
cool.
every
probably
day.
for the wrong reasons.
we dive every day. You know what
You
I
don't
mean?
need the cameras on when even more so when that happens. Yes.
No, but like they have Louis Anderson on there, who really touched me in a recent episode where he, it was such a huge fear for him. And he felt so good about himself that when he saw the playback, he couldn't believe that it was him diving and doing that. And it was like a huge moment in his life and facing a fear. And, which we talked about earlier in our earlier show, is facing your fears and living in your moment and, and being consistent in your life.
So is it a show about overcoming fears, or
No,
is
it's
it like a skill diving?
It's a diving show, and they're competing against each other for this title. And Drake Bell, who's going to be on one of our upcoming shows, is one of the participants in that. It's like, so we'll have to talk to him about how he gets into the water.
Oh, there you go. He'd probably be the one to ask. He's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
got good nipples too.
Well, he does have quite the little body. He's in the upcoming Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So right now we're talking with Christopher Serrone, which you can find on his website, ChristopherSerroneOfficialSite.com.
That is correct.
That's a lot of words.
It's a long name.
Very long.
Christopher Serrone.
Are there a lot of Christopher Serrones out there? It's
There's-
Christopher Scott Serrone.
It
first
is
off.
Christopher Scott Serrone. Yes, it's the middle name. But yeah, there's a couple of us out there. There's a few Christopher Serrones out there, and they're actually all from New York also. Or
What a
there's two from New
surprise.
York and one from New Jersey. Oddly enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, hence official site.
Right.
And so on. But yeah, Facebook Dad and Twitter and all those good things. And
Right. Do you have somebody helping you out with all that stuff?
yes, because I'm horrible at it. I just now figured out how to, quote a tweet and retweet this and all that. And
Because social networking is very important for what we do.
Huge.
So-
Absolutely. No, I actually have a great girl doing PR for me, Natasha Vineyard.
And she's hot too.
She is very hot.
wow,
Is she
is
single?
she gorgeous? No, she's
No.
not.
Damn it!
She's
She
not single. I'm
is
sorry.
not
She's
single.
actually quite spoken for at the moment.
At the moment.
Probably for a long moment.
Okay.
I would say, but no, she's awesome. She has a great knack for it, and she knows what she's doing. And I pretty much just give her the idea of what I'm
Yeah.
trying to convey, and she'll hashtag this and hashtag that, And
Yeah.
there it goes.
She's a roller derby
She does.
legend.
She is. She's been a roller derby athlete for 8 years. She's a model. I mean, she does actress, everything. She's an amazing woman. It's funny when she tells me something new I don't know. I'm like, of course. I'm not even surprised anymore. I'm just like, of course. The resume just grows and grows, and it's no. She's an amazing girl. And she definitely knows what she's doing. Vineyard Cartel or Vineyard PR Cartel.
Nice.
Is where you can find Natasha Vineyard for all your PR needs.
Now,
Shameless plug, sorry.
Now I know you have a girlfriend, right?
Yes.
I know she was a Derby girl herself.
You know,
right?
it's kind of weird. She was for about 8 years. She's a model and an actress
funny?
herself.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I like that. You know what? It's real weird. I like girls that can beat me up. Is that weird?
And
she
she
can
can.
actually she can actually put me on her back
That's so
and
sexy.
squat me.
And has she done that?
Is it that kind of show?
It's
It is
No, I'm
now.
just kidding.
It's that show
Yes,
now.
actually, we were at a bar the other night, and someone recognized her from her roller, from the Breakwater Bombshells. Huh. She would have been
Thank you.
dead if I
She's-
couldn't
yeah.
remember that. Breakwater Bombshells out of Long Beach, and. But yeah, we were at a bar and someone recognized her. Said, "Oh my God, you're Cannonball X." And da-da-da-da-da. And we were, saw your show here and there. And she was like, "Could you, is it true? Can you really squat anyone?" She goes, "Yeah." So I just happened to be standing next to her, and even though she's an athlete, I'm still a little bit bigger than she is. And they said, "Well, how about him?" And she just put on this devilish grin, like she had been wanting to do so for a while. I had a couple beers in me, so I reluctantly agreed. And she not only squat me, but did a couple lifts.
And how did that work for your manhood?
Are you kidding? I loved every damn minute of it.
Did
I've been waiting for a woman to do that. I'm like, jeez.
Yeah, because that could
You had me at
hurt
lift,
him
No, but I've never had it done before, to be honest. And and to have it be done by a womanly woman, a girly girl too, is kind of messed with my head a little bit. I won't lie. Saw her in a new light. I'm sure in a light that she loves to be seen in. But yeah, I wouldn't mess with her.
No.
But you do mess with her.
No, I do. You know what's funny? Joking
And now
around,
it's another
I came up with a great T-shirt idea. It says, "I'm a man because my girlfriend told me so."
That's a good shirt. You should sell it on your website.
I love
Yeah,
that.
she loves it too.
I bet she does.
But yeah, no, we have a great relationship. She's a lot of fun.
I was actually with them when they first met.
Yes,
And-
you were privy.
I was, and I
saw it all
saw it
happen.
happening in front of me, and it was so adorable. I fell in love with their love.
It was high school all over again. It really
You
was.
should see- his little face was all sparkly.
stumbling over
and-
words and
Yeah.
what can you do?
Yeah, and seriously, he had to sit across from her and just look at her all day long, and he couldn't have a conversation with anybody else.
Yeah,
because
no.
It was just like,
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm here for something else.
yeah, what? He's trying to sign a picture, and it's like,
Well, no, there's a story behind all that though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell us that story.
Well, apparently we had been doing the, make eye contact, look away, make eye contact, look away. No one wanted to be the one to get,
Right.
oh, no, we're not looking. So Saturday, the second day of the show was her last day. And Max actually had a great view of all this because where my table was, Max was right to my right, and then Natasha was across from both of us. You guys were talking about, I don't know if it was her corset or something.
Something like that.
Love the
Some
corset.
clothy
Love the
kind of
corset.
thing.
But she made reference to her little boy shorts that she had on underneath.
Oh, I love boy shorts.
Right?
So sexy.
Absolutely. These said, and they said "rar" on the back of
On
them.
the ass?
On the ass.
Oh, yeah.
So at one point, I was signing an autograph on an 8x10, a nice silver Sharpie, to whomever, all the best, da da da. And at one point, she goes to show Max what it says is "rar." So as I'm signing,
Awesome.
I get a little warning. Disclaimer should go up first, So I think she said something like, "You're welcome to me and sorry to the guys because I messed up his autograph."
Right.
But yeah, she had me at RAR, pretty much.
Oh,
She still wear those to bed with you?
that'll be like the
Well,
wedding.
unless I can avoid it, just being honest. But yeah, no, she does wear them every now and again, and I'm like, oh, I remember those. Most of the Days of the Dead convention remembers those too.
Yes, I believe that they do.
But yeah, No, it's been a fun month, to say the least. It's been a fun month.
Oh, is this a fairly new relationship?
Brand spanking new.
Yes, can't you tell by the glow?
No, I
Look
thought
at
it-
him.
I still have like that new, relationship smell.
Right.
You know? It's awesome.
He's like a Twilight guy right
I
now.
really am.
You know, he's all
With a little more
sparkly.
color. Just a little more color.
I can't wait to talk to you in about a year. And you're like, I'm so over her.
No way.
I'm just kidding.
Not this girl. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to be over her.
Well, it depends, you know.
There's a rule with
Well,
that.
we're gonna have a comeback show where we talk about marriage and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Ooh. All right, now we're nervous.
But love is a weird thing because you'll be in love for a month or two, and then you really start getting to know the person.
Right.
And that's the real love. That's when it's
Well,
just
you meet the person's representative.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to put it. And then it's like a job. The interview is not who you are. Those first couple weeks is not who you are. It's about a month or two is when you start to find out.
Do you think that's true for everybody?
No, I don't think it's true. I think it's true for most. And then as you get more comfortable with the person, you start to let more of yourself show. But I think there are cases where when you do meet, and there are those standout people in your life that you connect with, and I have three kids myself.
4 kids.
Now.
Wow. That quick.
Yeah, I got another one coming around. What time does this one end? It could be 7 by the time the show ends. I don't even know what that means.
Either.
Anyway, with my kid's mother, we knew each other 2 weeks after and then we moved in together and spent 10 years together and made 3 beautiful babies. Yeah, I wouldn't. You could say impulsive to a point, but I think you still know when it.
Because isn't it true? And now I'm calling him
Oh
out.
boy, here we go. Isn't it true?
Isn't it true, live on the air, that you met her and just moved from New York here? Like maybe didn't even go home.
Yeah, no, I didn't go home.
Yeah, see how that works?
Yeah, I had. We met Saturday. My flight home was Monday. I haven't made the flight yet.
Wow. Well, you're in love.
Yeah.
Is it love or lust, honestly? Because love in a month, who can really say love in a month?
That's not a fair question.
To me, it's a fair question because, like I said, it's you see a hot chick, you meet her, and you want to bang her like immediately. Of course, it's gonna take like 2 weeks if she's a decent girl,
Oh no.
3 months if she's
That's
like.
not
I was
true.
just
You
gonna
can still
say-
be a decent girl and still want to have sex.
Absolutely.
Hate to tell
Within
you.
a day?
Yeah.
Okay,
Come on,
well, I need to meet
First
these
off,
girls immediately,
Girls have
Max.
needs too.
That's right.
They really do.
It's been my experience that, at least of late, women are more apt to speak up for what they want just as much as we are nowadays. Thankfully the double standard is changing where, if I want sex, it's cool because I'm a guy, but if I'm a woman and want sex, I'm a slut.
Right.
So
See,
it's
that
nice
sucks.
that women are doing the same because, let's be honest, I'm tired of doing it.
Right?
Yeah.
I want,
if you're living truly and honestly and authentically in
in
your
the
moment,
absolutely.
The
first night we hung out, we were already a week into the relationship.
See how that is?
It's like dog years.
And they're in love.
Yeah.
Dog years.
They're in love. And I'm predicting right here on the air, on the Tortoise and the Hare
shit.
experience, that these two are going to stay together.
You
Because
heard it
you know
here
what?
First.
He will be afraid to leave her ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She'll skate me down
And that won't be pretty.
yeah, no.
I will say this, and maybe I'm coming at this from a very different perspective because just recently I broke up with my girlfriend a few months ago. I want to say in December. I don't even know what month we're in. That's like 5 months, 6 months, right?
Wait, May.
May.
Yeah.
So that's
I
like 6 months or
too.
something. I know. I don't even.
It's sunny out, dude.
Yeah.
I can't go by anything. Normally go out at home, I can look up and tell you what time of year it was.
So I've been really trying to date, and which has been a horrible experience in itself, just because I'm trying to talk to girls, and that's just.
Well, where do you
not
go to
good.
meet your women? First off,
Well, I
'Cause
met
this is my thing. Where do you go to meet that?
Yeah, you have to go to the Days of the Dead shows.
Well, I was
'cause
gonna
that's,
say,
you
well,
know.
no. Do you ever hear like, oh, you got to go to the supermarket
Right.
or go to church?
No, not church. I'm
Well,
not-
you see, I've always thought that was wrong. Like, you know, you're really gonna go to hell if you're going to church looking for some ass.
Right.
There's something
But
wrong there.
but it's religious ass, so she might save you. So
She may save you from something.
something.
I don't know if it's
You can
gonna.
always repent. You know
know?
that's a great thing about religion.
You know, she's. I can't even say it. I was gonna say something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we'll
Let's
cut
not
you
go
off.
there.
that's fine.
But I don't know. I'm real weird when it comes to meeting people because I have this thing where it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna be somewhere, and if it comes to me, it comes to me. I used to go out and try my hardest to make things happen, and every time I try to make things happen, and it still rings true to this day. It would always blow up in my face, or something would always go wrong. So I started saying to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna sit somewhere or whatever, and if it comes to me, it comes to me. I'm not gonna force anything just because I've had nothing but bad experiences.
But it's true when you're not looking for it. With my girlfriend now, Natasha. She actually has a larger following as Cannondale X, but with her, I mean, I was there for work. I was here for a 4-day trip or a 5-day trip. I mean, dinner turned into a month, basically.
Right.
Thank God they didn't have that VIP after party situated because
Right.
I was like, well, they don't
Yeah.
know what's going on. How about we go out to dinner?
Yeah, and it was funny how that happened too.
It was kind of
'Cause
somewhat-
we were walking, all of us,
Yeah.
and all of the celebrities or whatever we are, walking up to this VIP party, and where Marilyn Manson's
Yeah.
Jordy was our DJ, and they were walking beside me, and all of a sudden they were gone.
Yeah.
They were gone, like the wind.
I don't know what happened.
What happened?
Right. You guys went to go scam, make out neck.
Well, it's funny because it's funny you say that, but so we end up going out to this place for dinner and drinks, and we're sitting there, and we're getting more and more comfortable with one another. The little kisses on the cheek have since moved. and-
Already?
Oh yeah, dude! Like
move
it's since
quick.
dog years.
Yeah.
And by the time our third drink came around, we were full on just making out and such.
Tongue?
Toward the end of the
Okay.
like not even church tongue.
No.
Not church tongue.
This is porn tongue.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
blushing.
This is
Blushing here.
I'm touching
Absolutely.
your tonsil tongue.
Yes,
Awesome.
totally.
That's my favorite.
Oh yeah, there was definitely some tonsil knocking for sure. But at one point, I guess we didn't realize, but I guess we were getting involved. But the security or the bouncer was standing right next to us.
That's
basically one moment away from. Excuse us. This is a bar, and we're used to this kind of stuff, but you guys need to settle down.
Right.
Okay, you're making like the hardened, bar guest like uncomfortable. So.
Were you normally like that public displays
You know,
kind of guy?
Honestly, this type of situation has only happened to me twice in my past. The one with my the mother of my children, and now again. But I'm not a big PDA, public displays of affection. I don't mind holding hands or a quick tap kiss here and there, but not full on.
Right.
No, not at all. I honestly just didn't care. I'd be honest. Or I should say, we both didn't care. But you know what? That's the great thing about it is we just blocked everything else out.
That's so cute.
You guys are just in your own world.
Dude, I mean, not to sound cliche, but the bomb could have went off around us and whatever.
And for such a tough guy, you've played these tough roles, and for some of you that don't know, you played Henry Hill, young
Yes.
Henry Hill in Goodfellas,
Yep.
which I was a friend of the actual Henry Hill.
Yeah, Henry. Oh, I miss you, buddy.
Yeah.
He was
aw.
a fun guy, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I would hear him all the time when he was on Howard Stern, and anytime he was on, and I was just like, oh man, this
Dude,
guy.
he his sense of humor. He was never even really trying to be funny. It was just his personal outlook on stuff, and then through his own life experience.
Yeah.
And as we were saying earlier, you were in the green room with him Lion.
Yes.
What did you think of him? Was that your first time meeting Mr. Lion?
First time meeting him. Just want to say, being a fan of leather and black and gray, I loved his jacket.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved the jacket.
Al Bain for leather.
Yeah,
does a lot of his work, and Al Bain is so smoking hot.
I love the jacket.
Wow, he does great
and then
work.
of course the rings. The lion, dude.
Yeah.
Love it.
So cool. Love lions.
And then he's gonna give me some advice on marriage and dating as well.
Yeah.
Being a big fan of marriage.
I believe that Mandy is divorced.
Yes. Why he's a big fan of marriage now.
Right, exactly.
But yeah.
As long as you're not in it.
Oh no.
I'm a fan of it.
Exactly.
You're not in it.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna take his class.
Cool.
Yeah. I pretty much would take any advice he ever gives
absolutely.
on any subject.
Well, I learned more about watches in 5 minutes than I had in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yes. So when I go watch shopping, he's coming.
Can I tell you
idea.
something? If you go watch shopping here in LA,
Yeah, I should take that back because I don't know. I may have to sell a car or a house first because just some of the watches that he likes. I don't know.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah.
well, if you do, make sure to get a hold of me and I'll come and I'll videotape it.
Oh,
'cause I think that would be hilarious.
That would be
Yeah.
That would be a great little
Right.
should do
bit there,
that
to say the
outing.
least. I could see it. First of all, him and I walking into a place.
It's a joke already.
I would love to. Well, I love walking into some of those higher end places. Just for that.
right.
Like,
That's not always true. though.
not always. Not
Yeah.
always. It honestly, it depends on the salesman or
Yeah.
the person working there.
My parents owned a chain of jewelry stores when I was growing
That's
up.
right.
Yeah.
Your dad and I want to say this right. One of the original inventors of Movado.
Yeah, he was a
Wow.
doctor of horology,
Right.
which is a fancy word for watchmaker. And
That's amazing.
yeah, he was fascinated with timepieces. So all over our house and he was also an opera singer. So you can
Really?
imagine.
What type?
He was like
Was it baritone, alto?
No, he was a tenor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and fantastic. I come from a long line of musicians, and
Wow. You come from a talented family, period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. And I miss you, Daddy. So
Same here, Pop.
yeah. Aw.
My parents are still alive.
Yay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
Did you just say Pop?
Yeah.
Our parents will be waiting for them when they get there. We'll see who shows them around or not.
right.
Right? I'm going to leave you out in the gate for a little bit.
You can just stand at the gate.
Right, sorry, we're closed for a private party.
That you're not invited
That's
to.
right.
You can't come. Who's
Thank
your
Turtle.
Son? Who's your son? You're gonna have words with him.
Right.
But my father had clocks all over the house, which was unbelievably annoying when you're trying to sleep.
Oh, I can imagine. Just
Yeah.
like at 6 a.m., just the
Yeah.
house woke just dong, dong.
All,
my God.
all hours of the day, and he liked them to go off, separately. So one would go and then the next, right? So you want to kill yourself living in this house. So when I would go to visit him, because I moved out when I was 15, got my first house.
16 when I moved out.
Yeah, see, well, actors do that.
Yeah, I was sorry, Mom. Love you, but
Yeah, it had nothing to do with our families. We're just, we were just like a little ahead of the curve. So we moved out early. But when I would go back to visit my parents and I would, spend the night or something, I would walk around the house and turn off all, like hold down the chimes. And he would get so
I was
mad
gonna
at
say,
me.
and how upset did your dad get?
Yeah,
at that? I
he
can
would
only
get
imagine.
furious. But, having grown up in jewelry stores and, I was selling jewelry before, I could see over the counters, the people that came in, it was funny because, you would think that the people that were all dressed up, they would spend the most money, but it wasn't. It was your average, regular Joes that would really, be paying attention to the diamonds or the movements of the watch and, really want the best for their money.
Well, all
Whereas,
actors and rich people dress like homeless people.
That's
just,
true.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
it's true. It's funny. Before you get to that level, you're going to auditions in like badass clothes, brand new this, this, you know, da-da-da. Once you get to that certain level, you're looking for like some old vintage, you know, like, well, this is one of my favorite t-shirts, but I've had this thing for 6 years, but I love it. I'll never get rid of it.
Yeah, black and gray.
Black and gray.
Black and gray. Get your leather.
Yeah.
You know, although it is not an Albane leather.
No, it's not Albane, but you know.
But you know, someday you'll get famous and be able to have that.
What do you think of this shirt? I made it.
I was gonna ask about that. Is that supposed to be the tie?
It's supposed to be a tie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you know what? That will probably sell on Melrose for like $200.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's true.
I've never made $200 in my life.
Dude, just put you gotta change like the label on the inside, you know, turtle or something, you know.
I was thinking about calling it Tortuga.
Oh, dude, are you kidding? I can see it next to Wang right now. You know,
Deal.
mind you, that shirt it would only be like 5 of them hanging, you know, 1 in each size, but that's it.
No, I'm thinking only doing one, just
one size fits all.
Just one size, and if you fit into it, you fit into it.
And if you don't, it's even more of a statement.
Exactly.
I love it.
How do you feel about like uniforms? I know that you recently did a movie where it was like a World War II. Why am I like
I'm in it.
tripping over my tongue?
I love uniforms.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going like school wise.
No, not school wise.
Yeah, no.
But
I loved
film
every
that you
minute.
did.
Yeah, Pathfinders in the Company of Strangers. It was one of the untold Normandy invasionary stories. Basically, about 50 guys were tasked with jumping about 1.5 miles inland. About a half hour before the invasion was to happen to set up radar lights to allow for a pre-naval and aerial bombardment, just to kind of soften the blow for the guys coming on the beach. One of the cool things was they are so meticulous when it comes to the uniforms and every little thing. But honestly, it was like a kid playing war. I've been waiting my whole life to do this movie, I guess, you know. Right. But it was amazing. I got to fire an M1 Thompson, which is pretty badass in itself. Shot a 30 cal, which was amazing in itself. Loved and being a paratrooper in particular, they were the ones that would blouse their trousers, you know, stick them in the boots.
Right.
So just had a real nice look to it, you know. It was different though. I had to let my hair grow, clean shaven, and different haircut.
Of course, you couldn't be a hippie, dude.
Well, no, yeah, mind you, it was, you know, the 40s, so it was a little before then.
Great.
But no, my hair was really long, all one length. It was based on a true story, so it's kind of weird. I actually looked just like the guy. It was weird. I guess that's, you know, part of movie magic. Go figure, me looking like someone else. Right. Kind of like Goodfellas.
I think you've been typecasted.
You know, I love that word. You know, typecasting, that just means you're working.
Right.
So,
yeah.
By all means, that's typecasting.
Yeah, I love the word working.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I always used to say if I could just pay the rent doing this, I'm happy. If I can just make my living doing this, you know, anything extra, beautiful.
Right. Yeah.
But if I can just make a living, you know, doing this.
I say if I can just keep up my health and pension for SAG, then I'm a happy person. Right. Which I never seem to be able to do. You know?
Yeah,
it's like
SAG is like Goodfellas.
Yeah, man, they keep like raising stuff.
F you, pay me.
You know, we want to talk to you directly, Screen Actors Guild. This is our gripe with you today.
I know, but you know, it pays to be up to date.
It does. It definitely has their benefits. And I've been a member since I'm like 7 years old. So it's been a long road.
Oh and, yeah. Well, SAG is great. Don't get me wrong.
SAG is fantastic.
Everyone's backtracking.
You know,
but no. We're
as a matter of fact,
we're happy to be in.
Oh, absolutely. It is what it is.
We would like a little bit more benefits.
Yes.
For the money that we're putting out, and just pay a little bit more attention to our needs, because it's difficult. And as actors, you have those periods of time where you aren't working.
Yes.
And for SAG, if you aren't making that money that month, they drop you.
Yep.
My friend.
If you pay me.
Yeah, Larry Thomas, the soup Nazi from Seinfeld. He and I had this discussion recently, and that happened to him.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just there are those moments in between films because we cannot keep doing film after film after
have
film.
to have a life.
Well, it's logistically it's impossible.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
It's impossible
you know.
because between the release dates and all the things that
And then, God
happen.
forbid, you throw a little personal life in there too.
Yeah, well,
Children,
that's not allowed.
Health issues, whatever.
So just care a little bit more for your members. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
I
That's what I'm
agree.
saying.
As harsh as it may sound, we need SAG, but SAG also needs us.
That's right.
So
That's right.
it'd be nice to feel needed
Right.
or taken care of in that respect. Because,
Yeah.
like you did say, I mean, there are lulls, and if you're an actor or someone else in the industry, and that's your health care package, or your benefits. I mean. In
Right.
this country, you'll die if you can't. Don't get sick if you don't got insurance.
So you
Yeah.
just got to get healthy.
Right? No, exactly.
Right.
Put some tussin on
Or-
it. You'll be fine.
Or here's the big or for the day. Come and see me at Southern California Integrative Wellness Center and get your holistic health on instead of dealing with all of that, Western nonsense.
Mention
you
Tortoise
made-
the Hare experience, get 10% off.
That's right. 10%.
So if I came in and saw you and I mentioned that, I would get 10%.
You would get 10%?
Dude, all the more.
I just made that up right now.
No, I love it. Oh,
He
I'll take my
did. He
10%.
did. He just and what is I going to do?
That's awesome.
Yeah, 10%. I was going to give 20, but now
well,
Turtle
how
said
much
Can't
is
give
the
it away
10%?
for
Thanks,
free.
So you and I have a project that we're working on
Yes.
together, which is really exciting.
I'm
Isn't
barely
that
finding out
exciting?
about this. This is
Yeah,
interesting.
this has
You're not
been
in the loop?
it's been
No,
a little hush
never in the
hush.
loop, man.
Yeah.
If you consider it outside.
Right?
No, yeah. Virgin Blood. When we first met, my partner Jay Tromoen, who's the gifted mind behind the script,
And many scripts.
and many other scripts at that
yeah,
too.
brilliant
yes.
writer.
It's funny though. I guess on Saturday, halfway through the convention, he started saying, "Hey, how about Max for Virgin Blood?" Because I think by about halfway
Well,
through,
people often say Max and
I can
Virgin
al-
Blood.
Yeah, right. That's BS.
what are you talking about?
Max Virgin. Blood.
Hey, now. The nonsense I deal with on
I
the
can only imagine. I'm sorry. We should go back to nipples.
Let's.
not mine.
No.
Have you seen Max's nipples, by the way? I hear that she has like baloney-sized nipples.
You're on crack.
Is
You
it
are hitting
like-
the,
Oh, let's-
the pipe.
let's
Like,
see it right now.
wait. Bologna,
Yeah, see,
bologna
that was,
slices or
that
rolls?
was the trick
Rolls.
to try to get
Rolls.
me to disrobe.
I almost had it.
No.
Almost. Dude,
Check
try
out a
harder
magazine.
Next time. Come on, man. Jeez.
Man.
Anyway, nipples. Okay, it was, God, you can't do that to a guy.
I know. I know. But it was primed.
Thank you.
It was
That
just
helps.
like,
No, but about halfway through the convention, we said, okay, well, we have our scripts here, and we're surrounded by some talent, or not some, but surrounded by all this talent. I think Jay had you in mind from the beginning, and then when we had that other meeting with you and found out a little bit more about you, it just seemed like, well, yeah, you're gonna have to come on board and add your own personal touch from the fact that you're Egyptian and what you also do, kind of not to give up too much of the story, but Max would be an amazing fit, to say the least.
I could see her as an Egyptian, person or something like that.
Like a Cleopatra type.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And even to the point where I think we've discussed that she's going to help write her own part for it. The part already is established, but whatever expertise she can lend.
Yeah, a little deeper.
No, absolutely.
Well, when are you guys thinking about filming this? Because I would love to do a Tortoise and Hare experience on set.
Oh,
Yeah.
by all
You know.
means, all the behind the scenes stuff, man. You can do it all.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. So it's
Tortoise
moving
and the
along
Hare
quickly.
keeping up with Max,
Yeah. Well,
And not her baloney size nipples.
and not her bologna nipples. No.
no.
Which I do not
Come
have.
on, dude. It wouldn't be bologna.
Yeah.
It would be a higher class of meat, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Like the scraps?
Bologna's usually the standard for chicks,
Really?
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not. That's not nice.
Hence why you are still looking.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
I'll
And you will
probably
I
never
get
see
it.
my
I get
nipples.
it. I get it.
be single to the day.
I'm gonna. I'll see. I'll ask Natasha if she wants to go out for bologna and see what kind of reaction. I
Right,
get.
she's already listened to this, and she's like, "Who the hell is this turtle?" I get that. Like, who are you?
Who is Turtle?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do a whole big expose on like the real turtle. You know?
The behind the scenes.
You know what's
display.
under the shell.
Yeah, that'll be like one of those.
See, you had a different thought on
music
that.
shows.
Yeah,
I could hear it in your whatever, but
Who else is in that shell?
Right. There's a lot of people in this guy. I'm a man of
Yeah.
many different people.
Yeah.
I can see it.
You know, I could be one person from one moment, another person from the next.
What do they call that?
Acting?
Multiple personality disorder, something like that.
Maybe.
Yes.
Something like that.
I don't know. Like, you know.
You want to sit on the couch and talk about it?
Yeah, let's.
Maybe
Well,
lay down.
here's the thing. Like, you know, being an actor, you have to be different people
Yeah.
at different times. And here's the thing. Some people have said I should take up acting, and I've always said no. And only because it's like, I don't want to, you know, to me, it's not a profession. It's just who I am and
Sure.
what I am. You know, I can't turn it on in the moment of action.
Right.
You know, it's just, hey, I am who I am, and I just go
And
by
that's all
it.
that I am.
You know? Yeah. I'm a...
He sets himself up for these
that like-
things.
I do.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if that's Popeye or what
It was
that?
Popeye.
What
I am
was
what
that,
I am.
or that other
It was
one?
Popeye.
I'm Henry V. I am. That song too. This kind of.
But tell me about, you know, jumping into character. Can you do it in the blink of a snap, or does it take some like time?
You know, it's hard to explain. Sometimes, I mean, I don't really classify myself as method or whatever. You know, I do a little research, or I shouldn't say little. I do some research on the genre of the film or the person that I'm portraying or the character himself. I try to take as much from the script as I can, and then put a little bit of my own life experience. If there is no life experience, then look for it elsewhere. But I mean, for me, it really is. It's just on a flip of a switch. Like in the green room, I was probably different from how I am now. You put me in front of a camera, I'm more in my element. When I'm not in front of a camera, I may be more shy, believe it or not. But if there's a camera running, a microphone in front of me, I'm in my element. I don't know if it's any good.
Right.
But I mean,
If you're working, it's good.
Well, amen.
Right?
Amen. But yeah, no. I for me, I would just say it's just a spur of the moment thing. I never think about it. Almost like I black out, kind of. If that makes sense.
Sure.
It's like when you play baseball, they say always keep your eye on the ball. Well, when you hit a good line drive, you never see the ball because the ball hits the bat, gone. It's kind of what it is for me. I never see the ball hit the bat. It's just happens,
Just
and then
to first.
and then cut. How was it? Oh, that was great. And I said, really?
Yeah.
Okay, if you say so.
I like to.
I'll be in my trailer for the next 20 minutes.
Don't disturb me. Can I have my Fiji water, please?
No, Kangen water. You don't want to drink that
I'm
junk.
just throwing it out there.
What he's doing is product placement.
No.
So it's like,
Actually, not at
let me
all.
try to get a-
No, I take that back then. I'm
No.
good with tap. I don't know. I
Yeah,
grew up
I'm
in
fine with
Queens, whatever.
Well, in Queens you can drink the water, but you're in LA now.
Oh, it's different.
So
here?
no.
Yeah. It's filled with
no.
drugs, literally.
Well, you're in Long Beach, so it
Yeah.
could be filled with
From
anything down there.
Everybody in LA is on some sort of prescription, so when they urinate, all that
That's awesome.
comes out, and
That's great.
it's
So
hard to filter.
you're like drinking water, getting like little bit of Oxycontin,
Yeah.
some Percocet, Vicodin, and all
Yeah.
in there.
That's why
Nice.
people are like, happy here.
Maybe I'll start drinking the water. I
Don't.
know.
Yeah,
Filter it,
we don't
please.
recommend that. We do recommend.
Wow.
Kangen water.
Look at all these colors.
Yeah, this was all blank before you walked
Oh,
in.
I was gonna. I don't. This
This
is
entire
all.
space.
Is this supposed to move?
Good job.
Wait,
Well,
which one am I talking to, Turtle?
yeah, to right now?
That one. Okay.
Yeah,
I saw a couple of you. I had a glass of water before I
Sometimes
got
there's
here.
Turtle, sometimes there's Tortoise, sometimes there's Albert. Different people,
Interesting.
different time. Yeah,
It's turtle soup.
exactly.
Turtle soup. I like it.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Well, thank you for
man.
having me.
This was
It
a,
was
a
awesome.
blast. And are you going to be a permanent resident now?
Yes, I am.
in LA?
I am a LA resident now. Like I said.
Look at the fear just came right over him.
Yeah, no, I was
like
just thinking.
the
Wait,
blanket.
what did she tell me to say? No, I am an LA resident now. Honestly, I've lived here a couple times in the past. I've always loved it here, and being here again just kind of makes me ask myself, why did I ever leave? But no, am here now. Absolutely.
Okay, good. Well, we look forward to having you on again.
I would love to be.
And thank you for coming on. For everybody, this is very important. You're doing a really cool contest for Twitter. Are you still doing that? Where
Yeah, you can win basically by following and sharing the page, or following and or sharing my Facebook fan page and then liking it. I think it's at the 100th person to do so from that point will receive a autograph signed Goodfellas prize. From myself, of course.
right.
A Goodfellas prize.
Goodfellas prize.
Is
It
that
could
a
be
visit?
It could be anything.
It could be anything.
It could be anything. It depends.
There's some Goodfella prizes that I wouldn't want.
Oh, well, it wouldn't be that kind.
Okay. Just
Not for you.
checking,
Not
just
for you.
making
No,
sure.
no horses in your bed.
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. No fishes and
No fishes.
no concrete shoes, unless you really wanted a pair or pissed me off.
Well, concrete
But,
shoes are pretty.
Very cool. So, what's your Twitter? It's
Serrone at 718. Then there's You're a Good Fella on Instagram, or Christopher Scott Serrone on Facebook. And then there's Christopher Serrone, the official site, in case I didn't cover all my
Right.
media outlets, so to speak.
I'll have all the links on the show notes for
Yes.
the blog, so make sure to log on to entertheshell.com. And here's the thing, the Tortoise and Hare experience, a lot of people have been sharing the Tortoise and Hare experience, but they've been sharing the first episode, which I don't mind. You got to learn the origin of the Tortoise and the Hare, but you got to keep abreast of all the other. This is, I believe, our 9th show.
Oh, wow.
So we're coming very close to our 1-year anniversary of the Tortoise and Hare experience.
Yay.
Coming up very.
What is it for the first anniversary? 1 year. What is that? Paper?
Yeah.
I think no.
That would be money.
Oh.
Well, great. I have
take
none.
all that. We take all forms of paper then.
Right.
Yes.
I'll just-
And donations are always welcome here at the NoHo 2 studio in North Hollywood,
It is in
California.
North Hollywood.
On Burbank.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Burbank.
So make sure to log on to entertheshell.com. And like I said, we have an entire Enter the Shell podcast network. So you can easily get lost on the cornucopia of shows that we have. But if you're looking specifically for the Tortoise and Hare experience, just go ahead, click over the podcast section. And there you'll see the list of all the other podcasts, and just click on Tortoise and Hare. And then you can see all the shows, listen to them. And we do, after a while, we do put them out as webisodes on YouTube, so you can actually see us in the studio talking with all of our guests. So for more information, just log on to entertheshell.com. And thanks again to our guest, Christopher Serrone, which you can find ChristopherSerroneOfficialSite.com.